What is going on? Hi, friends. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Ilya, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the 11 months. I can't believe. Oh my god, all the sound. Thank you so much for a whole year. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, the there she goes together with the bonjour. If you know that scene from the movie, is perfect. I'm dead. Incredible. Okay, so first we have yesterday when I stopped my stream, right at the end, Faye donated, and then Cuckoo fixed it when I went offline. So we ended on no sense yesterday. Then today, right before stream, like half an hour before stream, there was a donation that said, "Everyone look away. Nothing to see here." And then the comment says, "Apologies for destroying such a nice number." And then Cuckoo fixed it. And then Faye unfixed it. And then Sense unfixed it even more. Or fixed it, because now we're at 69. And we I feel like the debate the debate is still out on whether 69 is neutral ground or not. You get banned, Thomas. You absolutely get banned. 100%. 69 is neutral, right? I think that's what we agreed on during November, yeah. It is sense, but it's like neutral. Neutral ground. Also, hi, Chris. Welcome in. Let me actually catch up and say hello to all of you. Hold on. So the first crew, Hollow, Donut, Faye, Felipe, Thomas, let's freaking go. Thank you so much for being early and for snatching the first crew. To everyone who's been donating, thank you guys so much. Is ban? Yes. Yes, Hollow. Thank you for taking note. I appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for those donations already. You guys just literally raised $10 in a sense war, and I'm here for it. You know, I will only support this. That's $10 to charity. That's hella amazing. Thank you guys so much. I really genuinely appreciate it. Light, welcome in. Felipe, welcome in. Yule, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Donut, welcome in. Cuckoo, welcome in. Sunsims, welcome in. Bloom said, welcome in. Joanna, welcome in. Hopeful Weirdo, welcome in. Button, welcome in. Guillotor, welcome in. Wicked, welcome in. Carolina, welcome in. Hollow, welcome in. What About Cats, welcome in. Louisa, welcome in. Savannah, welcome in. Ether, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Alia, welcome in. Also, thank you for redeeming that. Hi, I'm new. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask. Tia, welcome in. Faye, welcome in. Ethereal Capricorn. I never say your whole name. That was very strange. I started and I was like, hold on. No. I just say Capricorn. Capricorn, welcome in. Rin, welcome in. Liquor, welcome in. Henriette, welcome in. Scorpius, welcome in. Mimbim, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Elia, thank you so much again for the 11-month resub. Sage, welcome in. Rose, thank you so much for that 40 stream streak. Elia, thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Little Card, welcome in. Chris, welcome in. Alicia, welcome in. Rose, welcome in. Faye, thank you so much for the $14.69. Ooh, you saw an opportunity. You saw an opportunity and you took it. And I do respect that. I do respect that. 2, 3, 69, 69. Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. That is so fair, Alia. That is so fair. Money well spent. I agree. Also, to answer your question quickly about your thing in Modchat Hollow, I already removed it. So I signed up for a raid train. I'm actually going to be participating in 2 different raid trains. towards the end of the month. We're gonna do one with the ambassadors, which is gonna be really fun. Because then you kind of get taken on a little train across different ambassadors so that you can meet some others. And I'm also going to be participating, sorry, in a Loftia raid train. Because amongst a whole bunch of other absolutely wonderful creators, I will be getting access to the closed beta of Loftia, which only lasts for like 2 weeks. So we'll have 2 weeks to check out the game, and then our game key will be disabled, and then they're just going to continue with the development. So it's like a very early look. And there's going to be quite some people who got the closed beta. And Holly Dolly is very wonderfully organizing a raid train. And I'll be participating. So that's very exciting. But for that, they both use ReadyBot, which is like a bot that can help you set up raid trains properly. But once you sign up for that and you like log in with your Twitch account so you can claim a slot, it basically adds the bot as a moderator to your channel. And then it posted an auto message, and I was like, hold on, I don't want that. A raid train? It's basically you raid into each other, but like very planned. I mean, I guess technically every raid is a raid train if you receive a raid and you then go somewhere else. But the raid train is very planned. So Cuckoo, thank you so much for the $5.31. Thank you for making it around 2,375. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys just raised, is that correct? $30. Yo, wild. Panda, welcome in. Mel's welcome in. Rose, of course, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. But basically, a raid drain is a very planned event where everyone claims a time slot of either 2 or 3 hours. And then you are allowed to go live earlier, but at the end of your time slot, you have to go raid out to the next person on the train. And the idea is that you start with one person and then it keeps going for as long as possible. So I know, for example, the Loftia raid train, if it works out with all the time slots, the train is literally going to go for like 14 days straight. So one person starts and then they raid into the next person, they raid into the next person, they raid into the next person. And the idea is that over time you build like a lot of momentum and people kind of just are on the train and then they just get taken from Loftia streamer to Loftia streamer. So yeah. Curious, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you. Yeah, it's been 3 months already. Can you believe it? That's wild. Time goes so fast. Time goes so incredibly fast. Also, Tacticy, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's the idea of a raid train. And there just happened to be 2. So I signed up for those today. Like immensely. I am so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I have to tell you guys something funny. And I feel like I'm going to have to tell you guys straight away because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. But you guys have to hear this. Because I had a really weird realization today. And it was genuinely, I think, a peak dyslexic moment. Because I don't know for anyone here if you guys, are also dyslexic. I've never been diagnosed, but at this point, I'm pretty sure because I genuinely do such weird things with grammar and language and writing words and jambling letters together and stuff like that. And it is very common with people, for people with ADHD. I walked in the city center today. I went for my Pilates class, and afterwards I went to the shop because I was going to buy something. I have to tell you about that as well, by the way. I went to buy supplements, and I walked past a Lacoste store. Like, do you know the brand? You know, the one with the crocodile? I walked past it and I look up. Like, I first saw the, things in the window, just like the clothes. I was like, oh, what brand is this? I didn't recognize the clothes. So I look up. I'm like, huh? Lactose? What? I had, to this day, never realized that Lacoste and lactose are the exact same letters. You literally just move the T around and then it just completely changes. But I feel like every single time I'm now going to see someone with like a Lacoste bag who feels very cool, all I will be able to think is lactose. Like, I will not be able to unsee this. So I had to share that with you guys. Because now you also get the joy of hopefully never being able to read that normally anymore. Also, Senator, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Exactly. It's very cool if you're able to digest it. Yeah, people with lactose intolerance feel different now. It was just such a weird way. Like, I walked past it and I looked up and I was like, lactose? And then I was like, surely it doesn't say that. And then I looked at the crocodile and I was like, oh, very strange. And then like I triple checked because I was like, did I just make that up or is it actually the same letters? But no, it's actually the same letters. Then I actually continued. I walked into the store where I was going to buy my supplements. So I actually take a whole bunch of supplements. I take like extensive magnesium. I take, or complex magnesium is what it's called. It has like calcium and zinc and stuff in it as well. Then I take vitamin B12. I take vitamin D3. I take CBD oil because it actually helps my muscles relax a lot. So all of those. And every single time I have to go buy those, I want to cry because I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but supplements are very fucking expensive. Like if you get, for example, the CBD oil that I take, and obviously I know that's, you know, a little bit more out there. That's not something that everyone will take. But even if I take the vitamin B12, that's like 25 to 30 for one jar that you can use for a month. Like that's basically €1 per day. So I always try to buy that when it's on sale because there ain't no way that I can afford to pay for that on full price. Like that's ridiculous. So today I went to Holland and Barrett, which is, I don't know if you have that everywhere, but like in the Netherlands, it's a pretty well-known shop for being able to buy supplements and stuff. And what I really like is they specifically sell the CBD oil brand that works for me very well. So I can go there. And they had a mega sale, okay? There were like things that were literally 3 for the price of 1, or there was 1 plus 1. Hi, Lena, welcome in, and Skyfeather, welcome in, and Random Teen, welcome in, and Lizzie, welcome in, and Esmifi, welcome in, and Haley, welcome in. It's so good to see all of you. But I literally went in, got all the stuff that I normally need for like a good while. I was supposed to, I'm very proud of this. I feel very Dutch announcing all of this to you guys because Dutchies love discount or stuff that's free. I was supposed to pay €271. You know what I paid? 118. I felt like an extreme couponing girly. I felt so good for supplements. So I bought like a whole bunch of supplements. So like vitamin B12, magnesium, CBD oil, and vitamin D. But like I got like €152 discount. I felt so good walking out that store. I was like, damn, look at me go. Yeah, I know. Because the most expensive product, which is the CBD oil, that is like 50 a jar. So it's really expensive, but it helps me so much that I'm like, it is worth it to take it. But like, I also get the stronger dose. So I'm like, I definitely need it. I know that it helps me a lot. I know that it makes me like my muscles so much calmer. It helps with muscle relaxation. So throughout my body, I like literally like when I take it in the morning, I can just feel the tension of my muscles just like sort of going away very slowly. It's great. It still doesn't solve all my problems, but like it helps so much with feeling like it's hard to explain because it isn't like, oh, I'm going to flex my arm and then like let it go. It's like all the tiny little deep muscles that you can't even actively control that do help a lot in like, you know, stiffening up with my body for the EDS. Taking the CBD oil just makes it calm. It makes it relax. And it's obviously a temporary fix because, you know, as soon as it I digest it. It's gone. Like it stays in my system for a couple of hours and then it's gone. But it helps so much, especially if I had a workout or something. And like everything is extra tense because it had to stabilize my body a lot. Um, it helps so much. It's like I remember kind of being skeptical about it. I was like, I don't know. It's one of those things when you take it every day. At one point, you're like, oh, I don't know if it still works, and then you stop and you're like, oh yeah, it was still working. So I don't know where the cough is coming from. I didn't have it half an hour ago. But yeah, it's quite expensive. But that one was buy one get two for free. So it was like basically 3 for the price of one, which meant that was €100 discount, which is just crazy. That's just crazy. She's very happy that she gets to sit on my blankie. Hujo. Hujo. She's like trying to figure out how she can sit down because like my mic is kind of hovering over. Can you get part of the cost back as tax deduction? Unfortunately not. Because CBD oil is classified as alternative healing, just like acupuncture, and you cannot claim that. Because it's not official. So unless you can actually, if your doctor prescribes you medical CBD, then you can get it, but then you get a way higher dose. And that is also something that I've never asked my doctor about it. The supplements are good enough, but unfortunately I cannot request it back. I've also done acupuncture. That wasn't a great success story for me. It didn't help that much. But unfortunately I couldn't claim that back either. Yeah, exactly, little card. Like you can if your doctor prescribes it, but unfortunately I haven't found my doctor very willing to do those things. Even though I've said many times that I just want it. I've just kind of accepted. I've just kind of accepted that for me it is just like a cost that comes with having EDS. Which I mean, it's fine. Like for example, this time around I bought 3 jars for $50. I can go with, because I don't take it every single day, I can probably go with that for like 4 to 5 months. So that is reasonable ish. No, my GP doesn't want to subscribe it or prescribe it. I've asked. They are quite reluctant to prescribe alternative medicine, at least where I am. And I don't exactly know why. But they haven't been very helpful in that. I know, Rose. I know. Want to borrow my doctor? Yes, please. I wish that was something that was easier. Like, I would genuinely like to switch GP. Because my GP is not, like, horrible, but it's not great either. I used to have a pretty good GP, but then they retired and someone else took over that practice. But in the Netherlands, there is a pretty big shortage of GPs in big cities. So you can only, or at least in Rotterdam, let me not speak for all big cities. In Rotterdam, there's a pretty big shortage of GPs. So you can literally only go to a GP that's in your postal code area. And even then, there's like, in my area, there's multiple GPs. A lot of them are just like, yeah, sorry, we're not taking any new patients because we're full. We're like at capacity in the practice. And like on one hand, I get it because obviously you don't want to go beyond your capacity because then you cannot run your practice anymore. So like there's a reason for that number. But yeah, it basically just means that I'm stuck with the GP I have because I cannot switch. Yeah. No, not really. Most of them don't do waitlist because they only do waitlist. So it's not even just postal code. It's like, well, it is postal code, but it's very specific. So in a big city, there's many postal code areas. So for example, where I live, there's like, I think there's 5 or 6 GPs that take patients. And then it literally will be based on which street you're living on, whether they take you or not. because they have to prioritize the houses that are closest to them. So there's a GP that's like better, but it's like a little bit further away than my current one, and it's just like, yeah, sorry, we cannot take you. You have to stay where. And also, I would like, if I were to leave, I would just have a chance of not having a GP. There's people that don't have they can only call like the first line of the hospital if they have urgent care. Like, it's mandatory to have a GP, but there's just not enough capacity. It's a pretty big problem in the city, specifically in certain highly densely populated areas. There are neighborhoods that are not as highly densely populated, so then it's, I think, less of a problem. But yeah, those are the areas of the city where the rich people live, and I am not rich, so I cannot afford that. That's also more like suburbia. So there's just generally less density in population, I think. Um, it's the same in your area, yeah. I feel like I've heard it about Amsterdam as well. I think it's most big cities that struggle with this. In a weird way, I think it's sort of like a growing pain of a city like growing beyond a certain point. Molly, thank you so much for the 28-month free sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much. With your Prime as well. You only have one of those and you decided to share it with me. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, it's kind of, well, it's the same with dentists. It's not as much of a problem as with GPs. GPs is definitely a bigger issue, but I've also had this, like, I switched dentists when I moved. Like, my parents moved when I was 15, and I switched dentists when they moved to something that was closer, because our original dentist, like, we could stay there. My parents actually stayed there, but I didn't like the travel time, because at that time I knew I was going to get closer to going to uni and stuff like that, and I was like, I want something closer to home. Oh, slow mode is turned off. That's from yesterday, because we played Words on stream. And I forgot to turn it back on. There we go. But I found a dentist that's like closer to home. And then obviously I moved out of my parents' house. At this point, 10 years ago, I still haven't found a dentist closer to my house. I still keep going to the dentist that's at my parents' place, because there's just no capacity where I live. And I mean, it's still in the same city, so it's fine. I know people that still go to other cities for their dental care. The thing is, you don't have to go to your, like, obviously, if you go for dental care, you're most likely not as sick as needing to go to a GP. So it's a bit different, but it is kind of wild. But I do think it is growing pain. I think eventually the city will like adjust and figure it out. But we are definitely in that awkward phase right now where it's just not adding up. Yeah, 35-minute drive. Yeah. And I feel like with dental care, again, it is a little bit less of an issue if you have to travel for it. I mean, it still really sucks. Like, let's say you have to get a root canal or something, and then you have to go drive or something. That obviously isn't ideal. But I feel like most people will go to a GP when they're actually feeling horrible. So yeah. But we do have a sign hanging, Westland has little villages, Kerna. Yeah, it says, like, if you're not living in our Cairn, please go to the yeah, that's fair. Also, hi Lenny. Hello, hello. Hello, Twitch partner. Yes, I'm gonna gush over this. I'm still so proud. I mean, just so excited. How was your stream today? I saw that you were streaming together with Ellie. Do you want to hear something funny? I had both of your streams open, and Scott walks in and he goes, "That's a weird cat cam." Because you had Ellie in the cat cam. He was like, "That's a weird cat cam." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Ellie." It was really funny. Yeah, exactly. Ellie, your little kitten. It was just very, because like it was so off the bat. He walks in, looks at the screen, and just instinctively says it. Also, hi Micah, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Ellie, welcome in. And Naomi, welcome in. And Stony, welcome in. And Lilith, welcome in. And Pauline, welcome in. And Lindsay, welcome in. And I think I said hi, but Maddie, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing so well. It is good to see all of you. But yeah, it was very funny. And then I was like, yeah, Ellie is just a little cat. A working cat. Speaking of cats, Tooth is on my lap, but you can just not really see her, which is unfortunate. She's purring very loudly, so she's very happy. I have like a sheep lined blanket on my lap, and I think she really likes sitting on it. It's not even, and underneath that I have like one of those heated cherry pit bags. So it's like nice, and it's like a nice and heated blanket for her to sleep on. And then it's also on my lap, so she gets pets. And she gets to be ridiculously close to me. So like I feel like for Toot, this is her ideal dream scenario. Also, hi Rivera, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. I hope you're doing amazing today. Definitely get a dog cam for your doggo. I love it when people have pet cameras on their stream. Like it just makes me so happy. It's just so fun to see other people's pets just living their best life. It just makes me smile. He's a Velcro dog, yeah. So you would be very close as well. We are. I hope you guys are as well. Um, we had a lovely soup for dinner. Oh my god, it was like a chicken soup, but it was like pulled chicken, and then it was blended potato and courgette, and it was so delicious. It was very like perfect for a Friday. Today was pretty nice. Like the sun was out, but it was very chilly. Like the wind was very cold. So I've been cold almost all day. So having a nice soup was actually perfect. Um I think you would honestly definitely see my cat, and he would definitely go in front of the camera the whole time. See, but your cat just wants to be a streamer. What can you do? Why stand in the way of his potential? I mean, the whole reason I started streaming was because Toot kept sitting in front of cameras. When I was doing Teams meetings and everything during lockdown, I was like, you are born to be a streamer. I must stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Toot has done that as well. When I get my separate camera up, um she will just put her butt right in front of it, and you're like, okay, well, thanks. Speaking of, oh my god, I want to see if I have enough battery, because then I can actually show you guys. I'm gonna have to mute the thingy, but I can really quickly show you how she's lying. Also, why I will not be able to move my arms for like the foreseeable hour or something. I have a cat cam. But I also have my phone cam, which is even better. I'm just gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna hold it. Hold on. Sorry, dude. I know. There she goes. She's very happy. Holding my arm like this is gonna be rough. She's getting all the cuddles. Defied gravity all the time. That definitely sounds like the orange brain cell. That definitely sounds like the orange brain cell. Dude has the orange brain cell like maybe once in a blue Monday, but generally speaking, she just doesn't have any. Hey, dude. Also, so whenever I put my hand on the mouth, she like puts her head, like she tries to sleep on my arm. So then I'm like, okay, but how am I gonna hold my mouse then if we're gonna game? You love my keyboard keys? Thank you. Look. Now you can see Toot and the keyboard keys. No gaming, just cat. True. Yeah. Oh, dude. Everyone loves you so much. She's just sleeping. She's like laying against my arm and she's purring so loud. We can always keep that in mind for future things. The thing is, I feel weird putting a full cat stream because I cannot force my cats to be here or be on stream. And I wouldn't want to force my cats to be on stream. So then it would be like a full cat stream. It would last as long as Toot wants it. She just streamed her cats. Like, wait, really? Did she do that with Snap or was it the other cats? The thing is we could do it. I'm just worried that the cats will be like, never mind. We always want to be on camera if we can be a nuisance, but like, what if they carry a GoPro? Nah. They don't wear collars. So also I'm pretty sure if I try to put one on them, I think I would die. They would not take that. They would not take that at all. I can barely clean their eyes if they have boogies in it. Yeah, just end it when she left. Okay, interesting. I see options here. Okay, so trying to harness train so I could take my. Oh, yeah. It's like you can be lucky and your cat just takes it, but if you're unlucky, then your cat's just like, nope, we're not doing this. And then close the camera when they go. Exactly. Yeah. Also, Midnight Rose, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I have to stop now because my hand is literally dying. I was holding my phone in the weirdest position. Oh. But yeah, now you guys know. Now you guys know how she's sleeping. She's very happy. She likes being on stream with you guys, I think. Also, it is time to start up the game. Thank you. I bought this at the Artist Alley at TwitchCon San Diego last year, and it's quite a like I don't know what it is, but every single time I wear it, I get a little bit cold because it's quite thin. So I've been like waiting for it to be somewhat warm enough that I could wear it again. Because I really want to wear this sweater. It's so cute. But then it shouldn't get too warm because then I can no longer wear sweaters. So it needs to be like the right in between. Love green with your red hair. Thank you. Yeah, I do feel like this green it's also like a nice shade of green. It's very Shrek. If that makes any sense. Also for the Dutchies or for the Belgians, you know what I'm seeing tomorrow? I am so excited. It's very Brad Pitt. Oh my God. Shrek and Fiona. So true. Yes. Correct, Thomas. Correct. I'm going to go see Kadri tomorrow. I am so excited. For anyone who does not know, Kadri or K3 is like a girl band that was formed when I was like 4 years old. It's 3 girls whose names all start with a K. That's why it's called K3. And they got wildly popular. Initially, it was supposed to be a band for like teenage girls, but it got wildly popular amongst children, both in Belgium and the Netherlands. Like insanely popular. They had crazy merchandise lines. They have like things in theme parks like made after them. It's a whole thing. And then at one point, one of the 3 girls decided to stop. So they did a TV show called K3, Searches K3, because they were looking for another person to replace that person. And then they found one. So then, and then eventually the original other two also stopped. So K3 still exists, but with like completely different singers. And they are doing a reunion concert for like this weekend in the Netherlands. And then I think in a little bit also, or maybe they've already done that in Belgium. But like for a very limited period of time, the original 3 girls who are now just, you know, women. I mean, they were already women back then, but like then they were young. Now they're just, you know, middle-aged, I guess. They're getting back together and they're doing a reunion tour. The tickets for this to get to it was a war. Okay, let me tell you, I was in line for 3.5 hours, and you kind of just had to buy the tickets that were available. Like if as soon as you got through the line, you would get offered like one of the times. It was just, it didn't matter whether it was Friday evening or Saturday afternoon. It was just like, you get this ticket, you take it or you don't. So I bought it. And I'm going to go with my sister. My other sister, Dina, is going today with her friends. And then I'm going to go with Jade. It's a concert. Yes. Yes. I mean, I can... Wait, hold on. I feel like I can show you quickly so you guys have a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to see. I'll show you one of the original videos. That will probably get copyrighted, but it's fine. If that part of the video gets muted, then that's okay. I feel like we have to look at Oyalele because that's just... one of the best ones. So mind you, yeah, that's the thing, Panda. I don't think I've seen this clip that much. I agree, Hopeful Weirdo. Oh my god, next week. We're doing it. the dancing in the rain is also so 2000 coded. That is like also in that dance movie with what's his face? That also ended up doing Magic Mike. Yeah, that guy, Channing Tatum. That dance movie he did. What dance movie did he do? Also, I love that I shared my screen. It didn't capture the game. Or it captured the game. Now I have to switch. Hold on. Oma's on the top. We'll do K3. We'll do K3 music on Tuesday for co-working. Then we can listen to all the bangers, because then I will also be nostalgic because I've seen the concert just now. What does it mean, the lyrics? Okay, so the lyrics just basically it's like Oya Lele is just the sounds. Please do it again one more time, just like Oya Lele. Step up. Thank you. That's the one. Yes, there's also this very iconic dancing scene with like a lot of water in one of the step ups. Same time. Yeah, the lyrics of this song, this is actually one of their first songs that they made when they were still trying to be very child friendly, until you listen to the lyrics and then they were very like aimed to teenagers. That's what I meant. Very aimed towards teenagers. So the lyrics are like very cheeky. And then this song became a huge hit amongst children. So imagine there's like all of these little kids running around singing, please do it one more time, like Oya Lele. And you're like, okay. There is a couple of songs on that specific first album where you're like, okay, this was very obviously not intended for kids. But then it just became such a big hit. There was no way they could go around it anymore. So they kind of just embraced it and became a children's like girl group. But I grew up with these songs. Yeah, the Omas on the Top is like a really cool one because it's a song about how grandmas are really cool. And they basically, it's like Who Run the World Girls, but then the grandma version. Tele Romeo, crazy song. It's like literally about having a relationship over the phone, sort of. But it's iconic. Wait, really? They participated to go to Eurovision but didn't get selected? I did not know that, actually. That's such good trivia. But yeah, there is, I feel like it's a very specific almost genre, because after that, I mean, there was another Flemish band, M-Kids, who was also very much this kind of vibe, but I feel like, I don't know, I haven't really heard this type of music with this like catchiness in kids' music these days. Like at least in local, because I can't speak for worldwide. I don't want to play multiplayer. I'm not playing on a server. I don't know why I clicked that. Wait, that's how they became known? Interesting. There's always one song from K3 that makes me cry, which is Je hebt een vriend. Oh, it's always gonna lag when it's loading into the world. Just gonna let it load. Also, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your time zone. Oh, Hippie Shake. Oh, that's a good one. I know, it's Je hebt een vriend is, it's like literally, it's a song about like, even if you're alone, you have a friend in me. It's literally like You Have a Friend in Me, like that song, but then it's not that song. It's a different song, different melody, different lyrics and stuff. But it's so beautiful. But I'm so excited because I'm going to go to that concert tomorrow with my sister. And it's so perfect. It's a daytime concert. It's at 3 p.m. So I get to go for brunch with a friend before, go to the concert, and go for dinner with my sister after. Like, such a perfect Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go for an Easter brunch at my parents'. And then I'm going to go do my laundry, which is not perfect. Okay. Wow. Voice. Also, it's laggy again. I was so worried about this, but I genuinely don't know what to do at this point. It's better than it was before, so I'll still play, but I genuinely don't understand why it gets so laggy. 100%. Laundry with K3 songs is happening. I wrote here farm silo, but I think we're going to change farm silo. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're going to change that into windmill. Because I desperately need storage because I have these 4 things here. Or 4, that's 6 row. 6 barrels. This is not enough storage. I need more. So, I want to do not too large because we don't have a lot of space here, but I think we can do a pretty decent circle here. I might have to look up some reference images. I have only built a windmill in Minecraft once. Literally once. So we're just gonna see. I think we all expect Thomas not to calm down in this moment. Exactly. I mean, it's windmills. Okay, so I think I might have to look up once long time ago, a really long time ago. Like genuinely a really long time ago. Hold on. There's a couple of things that I'm going to do just to help with Minecraft being slow. Because there's a couple of things that I think I might be able to close in the background. I'll close that for now, at least. I will limit this. Just to make sure that we get as smooth of an experience as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to look up a photo. How's your Minecraft so pink? Oh, I have shaders on. If you want to know, you can do !mod pack and you'll get an overview of all of my shaders. The BSL shader that I'm using is pretty pink. You're right. It changes the game drastically. I also have a resource pack, which also I personally think is a little bit more pastel-y toned. Okay. Windmill Minecraft. I'm gonna show some images of things that I think could be cool. I also know my own capabilities are limited. So I might have to pick something that's not immediately too difficult. There's actually something here that I just found that I really like. Okay, so hold on. I saw this. I really like this one, actually. Although, here they're using fences. I kind of want to use white wool because I like that more, I think. Like they're doing here. I do like this. I like the stone base and then going up, going like a little bit inwards and then going into wood. I also like that. This definitely gives me an idea of what I can, like, shape that I can work with. I also like this sort of bump out in the front. I think that adds a nice depth to it. And then I saw this, and I really like having the side part. Because I think that is actually nice for storage. So I think I might do like a little bit of a combo of these 3 photos that I just saw as a start. Yeah, Tooth is gone. Bye. Stream is over. Okay, but then I need to gather. Let's get some cobble. Do I want to do? You know what? You know what I feel like would be perfect for a windmill? Tough. The problem is I don't have a lot of tough. Okay, so now the question is, am I gonna go get tough? It shouldn't be too hard to find tough because I have a strip mine. So we can just go get it. I don't, hold on. Then I do need, thingies. Thingamabobs. It's a tough decision. I know. I need these torches. That's the word for it. Thingamabobs. We can go mine for some tough. So I think at least the bottom layer, it would look really nice. Let's go to our mining entrance, which I don't think I've even been to. I think I might actually have a whole bunch. I'm not entirely sure, but I might actually have a whole bunch of stuff down here because I have a bunch of dump chests. Ooh, good luck, you. Good luck, good luck. Also, this is where I dug out a bunch of granite because I needed it for building. You're gonna go for a cute... Yes, I'm gonna go for a bit more of a cute style. Because that fits the aesthetic of the rest of the base a little bit better. See, I found tough. But I think I might actually... I don't think I even need to go mining for it. Oh my god, that's a ginormous tough vein. Okay, getting tough is gonna be really easy. I can just dig around in my staircase. Enjoy, so enjoy. But I think... Okay, I don't have that much here, actually. I was expecting to have more in here. Well, that's a little disappointing. Then I'll still go mine out for it. That's fine. I'll just make a giant hole next to my staircase. I mean, that's what strip mines are for, right? So you can easily gather resources. Ooh. Pizza with salmon is unusual, but I mean, people do tuna on pizza, so I can see that work. It's definitely not the most usual option. I can see that, but it sounds pretty nice. I found an IRL windmill recently that could... Ooh, that's kind of cool. I feel like depending on the areas that we'll be building in this forever world, like I can see myself building maybe like a steampunk area or a bit more like a fantasy city or something like that. At one point, I mean, this is my forever world. Kind of the point is that I'll just start big build project, and we're literally only working on the base right now. Not sure when it will be done. I love that you're working on it, though. That's really exciting. I'm so curious to see what everyone's gonna make of it. I really like doing shell challenges and then doing the tours. I am definitely very stoked. Also, I have decided that normally I do Minecraft on Mondays, but I think I want to try and finish my version of the shell challenge next week on Monday. Because I want to turn it into a YouTube video, and I want to post that YouTube video before the end of the month so I can talk about the fundraiser on YouTube as well. And I feel like the shell challenge would just be such a perfect opportunity for that. I feel like that would be a nice fit for the channel. So I'm going to try to finish it next week on Monday so I can post that video as soon as possible. Will you stream Hosey again? I want to, but I looked at my planning, not anytime soon. As in, like, I really want to finish the game because I think I can. But my schedule is low-key kind of crazy because I actually updated my game calendar today. I'm not even joking. You know how many games are releasing this month and next month? And like, if you count the last week of March together, it's like on my wish list, 10 games. 10. That I all want to play, including things like Hosey. We're going to play Fishbowl. Then obviously I want to try Planet Zoo because it's related to the fundraiser. I will get Loftia Beta Early Access. Paralives is coming out. Again, there's something happening in May that's definitely going to take up multiple streams that I cannot talk about just yet. But like I said, it's definitely going to take up multiple streams. So, yeah. It's not 25. No, that would have been worse. I mean, I know that we can take it slow. Like, I know that of those 10 games, there's already games that I just simply will not be able to play straight away. And that's fine. I'm kind of just accepting that at this point. Yeah, there is exciting things happening, and I literally don't have enough time. I love being in my variety era, but this is genuinely one of the things I don't like. Like, I don't like it. I am actually... I'm, like, actually frustrated. Because you know how easy it was when I was just playing one game on my channel? I just knew what I was going to play every single time I was going to stream. Every single time. Or maybe I was doing, like, 2 games. But now that I actually want to do true variety, and I want to try... Like, I want to have certain things be constant as well. I think that's also a challenge. Because if I just played something different every single stream, it would be a lot easier, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to keep a sense of consistency here and there as well, because that's also just important. Little social media insight. It's just important to also offer consistency, because not everyone likes to watch your channel for different things every single time they stop by, right? So it's good to do variety. I like it. But I want to do it in a mindful way, which means that I want to offer certain things that are just... And not just offer, like, it's also for myself. Doing something new every single stream is just really tiring. Like, I don't know how certain people do that when they're, like, permanent variety streamers. I'm like, I don't know how you guys have the energy for a new game every single stream. Exactly. Too much sand on enough forums. Like, it becomes too random. And that's just something that I don't enjoy. So... Okay, I think I have enough tough. I think it's good. I have a bunch of stacks, and this is not going to be a big windmill, but I just wanted to get some extra. Just in case. Also, I have a little tunnel here. That goes into this. So if we ever need any bath salts, I can just go grab them here. I dug that whole thing out. This staircase is growing increasingly bath salts. If you know, you know. For other people, it's just called basalt. Oh, we're out here in the night. I don't like that. Hold on. But if you know why I called it bath salts, it's called basalt, though. It's just the little Hermitcraft lore. Not even lore. It's from this season. I don't think it's old enough to be lore. Cobble deep slate. You can go in here. Only bath salts. Exactly. Okay. So for the base, let me actually take the bricks and the polished. And then I think I'll just go for polished and bricks, like a mix of it. I think that would look really nice. And then I might also do some regular tuff. I think that could be an interesting mix of textures. And then I definitely want to do... I think I've been really... Dark oak has been really growing on me. I was wondering if that was the reference. I cried laughing on that first episode. Because I first watched it from Jem's perspective. And then I watched it from Scar's perspective. And then I ended up watching it from Green's perspective because I just needed to see the whole thing. I think Brad Pitt is made of bath salts. I think so too, actually. I think so too. You know what would look really good? I literally just told you guys what I destroyed. We have a whole bunch of calcite. I like the contrast between calcite and dark oak. I think that's a really nice combination. I think if we go for stripped dark oak, though, we might have to combine that with spruce details. So let me just take like a whole bunch of spruce stuff. I actually have way too much spruce stuff anyway, so I can just reuse that. Let me also take some spruce logs just in case. I will need white wool, but I can just grab that because my wool farm is right next to it. Mostly because I've been watching Green and Mumbo. Gem has been doing some really cool things this season. As in, like, also building-wise and, like, her vision and stuff. I've been really enjoying it. I felt very inspired to start building after seeing her most recent episode. Okay, I think with what I have now, I can do a pretty solid basic structure. And then we'll just figure out which blocks I want to use after. I think I need to bring a crafting table. Hold on. It's hard to keep up. It's really hard to keep up. Yeah. That's the thing. I also, for anyone who's listening in who's like, what are they talking about? So, we're talking about Hermitcraft, which is, in my opinion, one of the coolest running SMPs. And there is like, how many people are on Hermitcraft? Like 24 or something like that? I don't exactly know the number, but it's quite a big group. And they're all doing really fun things. Like, this is a server full of people that are close friends, yet create content that's very accessible. But because they know each other very well, the stuff they make is hilarious. 25, yeah. So imagine trying to watch all 25. It's impossible. So usually people like pick a couple that they watch. And like, even then it's so hard to keep up because it just so much happens on this server. I should have probably brought a chest so I could empty my inventory because the moment we're gonna start building, this is gonna get messy. Hold on. I'll just make a chest really quickly. I was like, am I blind? I'll just dump everything in here, and then I think I need a stone cutter. Where is my stone cutter? Oh, yeah, I think if you're part of it, it's still hard to keep up. Like, I don't know how the hermits do that. Oh, wait, I think I know where my stone cutter is. It's with my previous chest monster that I haven't cleaned up yet. Yep. Oopsie. So there was also my crafting table. A lotus cakey thing. I was already like, what do you mean you're eating a zebra? What are you talking about? Also, technically, I'm not entirely done with the pond just yet because I want to eventually put my axolotls in here. But before I do that, I want to change the, like, at least I want to get rid of that because those are bothering me. You know what? I can do that right now. I'm not getting distracted. You are. I want to change. Oh. Well, that explains why I haven't changed them out. I currently do not have any smooth stone on me. Can I go get some smooth stone somewhere really quickly? Yeah, I don't think they keep up with everything either. Because that would be just unrealistic. But I think that is also something that really impresses me about Hermitcraft. Just, you know, having been on SMPs, knowing how much it takes to align things. I don't think a lot of people realize this because obviously from a viewer perspective, everything is genuinely feels so spontaneous, which I think they do very, very well. That is like, they do that very smartly. Did I just not place a block here? No. Well, that's silly. There we go. But from a perspective of like a creator, knowing how much goes into the organization on the back of Hermitcraft, they have very, very strict rules. Which I feel like it's a great example. I know that this is like kind of a meme of like, rules are fun. But I think if you have a group of 25 people that all need to consistently put out content, that all need to consistently have like funny bits and collaborations and etc. etc. I feel like, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. Or actually a whole month. Thank you so much for using your Prime. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like it is a really good example of how sometimes you need rules to make sure that things run smoothly enough for people to actually have fun. I'll take those with me because I actually think I might need. It's good to know that I have a chest full of crap back here so that if I need more stuff, I can just first check here before walking back to my storage room. Exactly. Like they require guidelines, and I think not many people might realize that to the degree of like how much effort goes into Hermitcraft. Maven, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. That's a Twitch baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna see 1, 2, 3. For the base of this windmill, do I want to go... that's one too many. Hold on. I feel like that might be too small. Because it's only going to get smaller at the top, so I think I actually need to go one bigger for the bottom circle. That means that I need to start one further in front. So that it doesn't touch that back part. Yeah, that's better. I feel like that also feels really proportionate to this area. Cuckoo, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. And for kicking off that hype train. That's a zebra train. That's a zebra safari. Zebra safari, let's go. Thank you so much. What the heck? To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Cuckoo. That's incredibly generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, I'll just first, like, use a bit random blocks, and then I'm gonna go in and actually texture the whole thing. So I think we might have to go, like, 5 for the base. Ooh. And that can be a doorway. So I'm now at 3. That's not the right... I need to do my stone cutter. Hold on. So let's actually do bricks. And then let's do some more smooth. I think I might already texture a little bit more now because then I can have the blocks be just like a little bit more balanced. I mean, in the end, it's all going to be tough. Very tough. So I think that's not too big of a worry. I like how the regular tuff has a connective block, though. Like, it has the connective texture. I think that's going to be nice for the, Also, is it, Flates? Welcome in, fellow zebra, let's go. It's always weird to be like, oh, let's go, fellow zebra, but it's always like, I'm happy a fellow zebras find this space. I hope you're doing so well. It is really nice to have you. Okay, let's see. Let's do 2 more over here. Let's change that into a tough block. Do I do... Yeah, that one can go like this then. Okay, we definitely need a different texture here in the middle because that is too repetitive. Let's see. Let's pick up all of these blocks so that we don't lose them. That one can go there. Is my scaffolding in that other chest? Actually, don't know. Kind of need it, though. Because I'm going to have to get up there. I don't see it. Oh. My scaffolding is in my inventory. Fun fact, it's not in the other chest. It is just right where I need it. No need for me to walk back. Really silly. Okay, so then this is 4. And then this is 5. And then I think we have enough levels on this thing. Like, enough layers, I mean. Levels. We have enough levels, Shuro. That's the right word. You go, girl. I definitely have to place a torch in here because that was getting rather dark. I had this the other day. I logged on quickly to check some things, and apparently I accidentally created a dark spot right here, and I had like 3 creepers. I was like, no, 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 no. You are not going to blow up all my farms that are below ground here. Ooh, thank you so much for the reminder of the uptime. In 13 minutes, we have a little break time coming in, so... hold on. I will place that torch back, but just over there, because I feel like I need this in the middle. I'm gonna do a little platform. Well, actually, I said platform, but... That's not the right place. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all that support. Because I think... Hold on. I need more tough. I really want to get wings. I really, really want to get wings. Should not wait with fighting the Ender Dragon for too long. The thing is that I need to go prep all of that, and I'm scared. But I am done with not being able to fly. So... Might not be too long from now. Yeah, I think if I do that next layer... The end is fun! Thank you so much. Thank you, Sakina. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 45 months. That is such a long time. What the heck? Also, hold on. I forgot my... my wood. I don't know what's happening with my voice. Okay, so... I think... That would make it really small, though. So I kind of want to have that over here. But then... Those stripped logs would go over here. Do I like that? I think I can work with that. Let's actually try. Let's see if I can make this work the way that I want it to. Ooh, thank you so much for the self-care check. No, I'm lying. These don't go here. These go here on the corners, which makes way more sense. I don't know why I didn't see that initially. Okay, there we go. How tall do I want to make this part? Because that's now 1, 2, 3, 4. Say 7, 8, 9. No, I wanted to go like that. Do we think 9 might be too tall? Because we still need a roof, but we also need enough space to add the wings. I feel like it might be just right. I think I shouldn't go to that much taller, but I should also not go that much shorter. Ooh. I almost wanted to start counting again, but then I was like, no, because then it's going to be counting with row again. Do you guys have any fun plans for the weekend? Because I yapped about my plans for the weekend, but are you guys going to do anything? Okay, I need to go down now because I still need to get more calcite. But we love counting with row. Fair enough. Recovering from this week, which is very valid, by the way. Let's be real. You've had a week. You have to work. Ew. We don't like work. I hope it's not too busy. Or that it's like the kind of busy where the day goes really fast. Oh, I made that way higher. You've planned like 3 Minecraft builds for this weekend. Let's go. What are you going to be building? Ooh, you're getting another helix piercing? Damn. Love that. How many do you have already? Working on Easter, oh, yeah. They better get you extra food for brunch or something. Tomorrow, baking blueberry cake. Sunday, eating eggs and aforementioned cake with parents and sister. That sounds really nice. Enjoy. You're going to babysit 2 of your cousins. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go have fun. Oh, you're gaming this weekend? I know exactly your problem. It's like when you finally have time to game, especially if you've been busy for a while, you finally have time. And then you're like, okay, but I don't know what I want to do. Like, then all of a sudden, because everything is an option, you just don't know where to start. Yeah, exactly. You want to play all of them. You don't want to have to choose. And the annoying part is then if you just kind of start one, you'll just sit there and be like, yeah, but now that I've started this one, this is not the one that I want to play. But then it's like, no, but you want to play it, but you also, like, you're missing out on the other games, and therefore you don't want to play it. I don't know if that's the same for you, but that's such a frustrating process that I always get stuck in. Like, when I finally have time to play games, there's so many options, and I'm like, but I don't want to choose. Yeah, exactly, because it's both of those games are also games where you can't do it for just like 10 minutes. As soon as you sit down, it's going to be like a long session. You already know. Tomorrow I'm Monday working, and on Sunday I have to really push to get my last school assignment made and handed in. Good luck with that. You got it. I hope it goes very smoothly. 2 on one ear, now 1 on the other. Putting sparkly things in your ears is self-care. I agree. I 100% agree with that. Also, I'm very sad that I'm short of 4 blocks. See, that is why I wish that I had wings, because then I would just quickly fly back to my storage. Now I have to go all the way down, walk all the way back. Ugh. Disgusting. Yeah, when you've had longer weeks, I feel like this is definitely true. Also, thank you so much for the reminder, Esther. We have ads coming in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So then I'm going to take a quick midstream break. But this is definitely something that I feel like is a sign for me usually that I haven't had enough time for self-care, is if in the moment that I have time for self-care, I start to really struggle with deciding what to do because I want to do everything. That usually means that I haven't had enough time for myself in a while. Because I feel like I have to like make up for that lost time, or I'm like, I haven't gamed in so long, I haven't read in so long, I haven't crocheted in so long, like everything feels like forever ago, so I should be doing everything. No, I'm gonna fight it on stream. Because it was part of the Movember rewards or goals that I would have to fight the Ender Dragon in this world. So I'm definitely gonna do it on stream. The thing is, I think I might have to just space out the things that I need to prepare for it. So like one thing that we can do eventually, kind of depending on how I'm feeling with the build today, I might give it a try today. Although I'm really scared. But like we need to get Blaze. So I'm gonna have to go fight some Blaze in the Nether. Which is not exciting. The thing is, my Nether spawn is like right next to a fortress, so we can just walk straight in. If we die, we don't end up that far away from the portal anyways, because I just could put my bed right next to the portal in the overworld and just hop right back in. I have a mod that makes sure that I don't lose my armor and tools. So if I just... Do you have Netherwort already? Good question. I feel like I got it at one point. I don't remember where I got it, though. Let's go check. I mean, I have been in the Nether a couple of times. So... It's not just for the potions, though. You needed to make the ender thingies to find the... fortress, not the fortress thingy. What is it called again? Because unlike what we did on Girly Pop, where there was an overworld spawn portal, now I'm gonna have to find one in, God, what are they called? My brain is not braining. Nether things. Yeah, I need to find an end portal, but the end portal is in the end room in a... That thing. The thing you need to find with throwing the pearls in the air and then following a stronghold. Thank you. Wow, my brain was really not getting there. I have netherwort blocks. But I don't think that's what we need. We need the netherwort that we can grow, is it not? And I don't think we can turn this back into the netherwort that we can grow. So yeah. I might have to go get that as well. Yeah, so we need... In the fortress, we're going to have to walk around, get the netherwort, and get the blaze. But I've checked. The fortress that I found does have blaze. Oh, so you're saying first go... Get the netherwort, bring it safely back home, fight enough blaze so that you can make 1 or 2 fire potions, and then fight them more? Because you have to fight blaze before you can make potions. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. Get netherwort, get 2 rods. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. That's actually pretty smart. I like you guys' way of thinking. Okay, so I just realized I'm going back up. I don't need to go back up right now. Because... Okay, obviously at the base, we're going to have to do some decoration with like stairs or something to make the transition between these 2 parts easier. We're going to have to do a roof on top of this. So this is very bare bones, but just like any build in Minecraft, we're definitely gonna have to trust the process. That's just what it is. But I think we should like punch a hole in the place where I think we should add the like where we should add the thing coming out of it for the windmill bits. For the wings. 1, 2, 3. I think it might be here. Yeah, I think that's actually perfect. If we like start there, if that's going to be the middle point, because then we have enough space to work our way down with the wing. And then exactly where the askop will be ingestoken. And then if we go up here, then that wing is still gonna probably be at least the same height as the roof. I feel like that will look proportionate. Okay, let's place that there because then... Oh, the ad started. I'm gonna go take a quick 5-minute break. Sorry, I was so locked into finding that spot. Chris, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. What the heck? Thank you, thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you for the flowers as well. I'll take them. I'll be back in 5 minutes, or a little bit, like 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere like that. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Enjoy the breaky. I'm back. No, the salt lamp got outvoted. You guys got to vote on which emote should go where last September, and the salt lamp got voted to the bits. Fasa didn't vote, no. Missed opportunity, honestly. I mean, they could have. They could have. Also, Arcadia, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is really good to see you today. I hope you're doing amazing. Okay. Annoying fact is I cannot actually place scaffolding on the pathway. So we're gonna have to go like this. I think. How far out do we think we need to go? I think maybe 2 feels right. Was that when I think so, yeah. I rearranged them like right all at the same time. I haven't changed anything since, so and then you know what? I actually want to change out this specific block to be a that's gonna okay, hold on. Then I have to change that too. Because I now stripped it. Noticed that one recently, yeah. I think it's been like a couple of months at this point. I want to go like this. So that it has like not the wood log cover on it. So I need to eat. And then they actually, multiple of them use a grindstone. And I'm intrigued by this concept, actually. I never remember the recipe. Okay, we need sticks, slabs, and planks. Okay, I don't think I have that right here. Also, I can't give a duck. Welcome in. Yes, the fundraiser is going to be for the whole month. It's going to be for the whole month. And is it random for you or as in random in general? And also, please don't worry. Being at a fundraiser already helps so much for awareness. And I do fundraisers not just to raise funds. I also do fundraisers because I want to raise awareness. I want to have good conversations about the importance of, having charities for stuff like this. So just you being here, just you like learning about it, asking questions, stuff like that already means the world. So please prioritize, like, especially if you are in a position yourself where you need to prioritize important things like mobility aids for yourself. Please don't worry about not being able to donate to a charity. Always make sure that you're in a good, comfortable position yourself first, that your health is taken care of, that your bills are taken care of. Please never ever feel the need to put yourself through any financial strain because of a fundraiser or anything I do on this stream. Because I want to really, really, really press on this. I say this on every fundraiser, but a big part of fundraising is genuinely raising awareness and like talking about it. And that's why I really wanted to do that quiz yesterday. That's why throughout the entire month, we'll be talking a bunch about EDS and the reality of living with it and, things that I've learned or things that have helped me. Because awareness goes a really, really long way. EDS stands for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. We do have a command for it. If you do ! EDS, it will tell you a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, EDS can, if you have a severe version of EDS, it can definitely do that. I'm in a way lucky, it's weird to say that I don't have an extreme version of EDS. I've had a friend of mine who has EDS who got a brain aneurysm at 27 because she has the vascular type of EDS. So again, it's weird. It feels weird to say, but I feel lucky that the EDS that I have is still the hypermobile version, but I've never had a joint fully dislocate. I've had joints super luxate, which is also very fucking painful. But I know there's people who are living with EDS who have way more challenges than that I have. Which if I can already benefit from important research, mobility aids, financial help, stuff like that, I know that there's going to be people that can benefit from that even more. Let's go, Micah. You'll be at the meetup. I'm so excited. Also, hi Nora, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I just had a weird realization. The light on my desk is not on. Like all this time I've been looking at my monitor thinking something's off. Literally, something's off. My desk light. It feels very dark when I look at my desk. I have like an RGB strip that goes all around my desk, but my desk is 2 meters wide. So if there's no light, it's very dark. Wow. That is a brilliant sentence row. If there is no light, it is very dark. Oh yeah, really? I feel like such a philosopher. Okay, fun fact, I do not have the right ingredients here either because I have cobblestone. I mean, I could just... Do I have sticks here? I don't have sticks. Could make sticks. I can also just walk back to my storage room and go make it. It's probably faster than me trying to work around it all and then being so lazy that in the end, I still end up needing to go back to my storage room or actually spending more time. Also, Burb, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hold on. Let's go grab... Do I actually have some? I have one. Look, I only need to make 3. See, it was a good call that I was going to walk back to my storage room. Let's get some slabs. Some sticks. And then I don't have a crafting table here. Oh my god. Don't want to talk about it. And then we needed planks, but I think I can just make planks with what I have over there. Can't believe that. See, that's why you don't take your crafting table out of your storage room. That's why you always make new crafting tables until you just have an infinite amount. I feel like the music is quite loud. I think it's just the song. Because I didn't change the volume. But I think it might be the song. Because it did go up during the break, but then it went down again. So maybe that's also why you're noticing it more, is because you heard it louder during the break and now you're more aware that it's there. I don't know if that's the case, but... I can use dark oak planks. We can make 4 of these. But let me know if the song switches, if it remains loud, because then I can fix it. But... Oh my god. There we go. Okay, that song was just very present. Fair enough. Okay, so now we have that in place. Now I think I have to go and get my wool. How do you not fall through the scaffolding? What do you mean? You cannot crouch on scaffolding. If you're pressing shift, then you go through it. But if you're just walking, you shouldn't go through the scaffolding. To leave the house safely, but this week I went out with a befriender and we went to a pub, had vegan mac and cheese. Nice, let's go. That sounds very good. Haven't left the house in months, so it was nice. I can imagine that. I can imagine that it can be really rough to not be able to leave the house because quite literally it's just dangerous. So being able to go out and, you know, do something nice, that I love that for you. That sounds amazing. But yeah, you cannot crouch. which is one of the reasons why people actually dislike scaffolding. There's quite a lot of people who don't use it exactly for this reason, because they feel like it is very annoying that they cannot crouch. Because for some placement of blocks, you need to crouch, of course. Okay, let's see. Okay, the wool farm has been doing pretty well. I'll just quickly move all of this and clean it out. And then grab some white wool. There's going to come a point when I've played on this server for so long. Hold on. That it will have too much of everything. Okay. Let's just grab all of that. Hold on. See, now I need to do this again. That wasn't very smart of me. Purple. Cyan. Blue. That's light blue. Dark blue. Brown and pink. And then I need to get the white one. There we go. Let's just take 1.5 stack. I think that should be. Yes, of course. Of course. Anything I can do. I mean, I'm a zebra too. So it's something that I've been wanting to do ever since I got my diagnosis. And, it's been on the back of my mind, and I just didn't get around to it. Also because it was actually not easy to find a charity that does global work, because obviously I have a very global audience. So I didn't want to fundraise for like EDS something in the Netherlands, or it actually doesn't exist in the Netherlands, or like EDS something in just the US or just the UK. So it took me a while to find something. The EDS Society still primarily started in the US, so obviously that's where they have their biggest network. But they have actually a lot of outreach and research and stuff and collaborations worldwide at this point, which is actually really cool. Why do they call you zebras? We actually had a really cool chat about this yesterday. So there's a really nice story to it. There was a doctor who was once talking about EDS who said, when you hear hoofbeats, you expect a horse, which is what happens to a lot of people that are trying to get a diagnosis for EDS. Is they will come in and they say, I have, I don't know, pain in my muscles. I have issues with my stomach. I have severe headaches. And doctors will always link those symptoms to the most obvious of diagnosis. So, for example, before I got the diagnosis of EDS, I went to see a various amount of physiotherapists to help me figure out why my posture was so bad. Then I went to a digestive specialist to see if, and I had a colonoscopy to see if I had any digestive issues. I went to a dietitian to see if my digestive, or like basically my stomach aches, were caused by food intolerances. I saw a urologist for issues with my bladder and my kidneys. Even though all of these things, looking back, are highly likely, there are other options though. It's like, it again, like your body works as a whole. So even though you have ADS, it could still have another cause. But at least my stomach aches, my IBS, is most likely caused by my EDS. The bladder issues could be related to endo, even though I don't have a diagnosis. I've been trying to fight for one. I do have been diagnosed with, you know, when your hormones go ham. My words are not working today. I just forget words. I don't know what is up with it. But it's basically, the story goes that this doctor said, when you hear hoofs, don't expect a horse, because it could also be a zebra. Like, expect the unexpected. And that is a reminder to both patients as well as doctors, to not always immediately assume that the reason you have pain or you're experiencing certain symptoms surely must be related to only that area of your body. And there is a chance that it might actually be related to something else. And it was kind of like an invite or a challenge for doctors to dig a little bit deeper, or to sometimes, you know, think about options that aren't the obvious. So yeah, that's the story. And then that resonated with a lot of people who have EDS. And it kind of became the mascot of people with EDS, and we started calling each other zebras. And as you can see, the charity also has The logo is a zebra. And it is something that is very often used as kind of like just a little visual indicator to recognize each other. And I feel like, funnily enough, if you think about zebras, zebras are also kind of like a weird natural anomaly. Like, if you look into the history, like not the history of zebras, but like the DNA composure, genetic composure of a zebra, it's actually a really weird animal. And it's been like researched a lot because it's such an interesting animal. And I feel like, in a way, you know, calling each other zebras, hopefully, instead of being forgotten or being overseen by the healthcare system, I would like scientists to take interest in EDS people as much as they did with zebras. I would like for us to get as much extensive research into understanding why we work the way we work. Because I think that would be really very valuable. Also, Dutchie, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. How's your day been so far? Okay, I got my wool. Is there anything else? I might just grab some food while I'm here. I'll just take a whole new stack. There we go. Let's go back up. I always accidentally grab eggs when I walk here. It's very annoying. There we go. It looks so weird that if I come out of this building, there's all of a sudden there's like this whole ginormous building here. You've beer and snacks. That sounds amazing. Love that for you. I love that for you. Also, we're definitely going to have to place something here because here it's also really weirdly empty right now. Exactly. Word hard's English weird. Definitely. It's definitely one of those days today. Okay, I might just follow a pattern. That I see here, because I fear that if I don't follow a pattern, I'm going to get really confused. So this is a great example of a place where I would have to hold shift to place that block. There we go. Then I'm going to just fall down, bam, and go back up. So yeah, not being able to hold shift is somewhat annoying. Okay, there we go. Then it goes 1, and then it goes 1, 2, up, 1, up. And then it goes 1, 2. And then we have to add wood, like fences, I think underneath it to support it. But that goes like stair shape, 1 out, stair shape, 3 up. I'm not entirely sure about the 3 up yet. Yeah, sideways scaffolding to shift is actually smart. I still don't like that you go 1 down, but at least you can sort of do it. That is a very good point. So I think the person who made the thing that I'm looking at is using quartz. Like a quartz stairs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I put little clipsies in. I've been like trying to experiment with what I can do with my hair like this. For like cute hairstyles. I think tomorrow when I'm gonna go to the concert, I'm actually gonna do like 2 little pigtails with some clips in it as well. Definitely my butterfly clips. I'm wearing my butterfly clips tomorrow. Okay, so if we then go here, what concert? Kadri. I'm happy that you will know it. Because I literally earlier on stream, we listened to Kadri because I had to sort of explain what concert I'm going to. I'm so excited. It's giving fairy elf. Ooh, thank you. I'll take that. I like to be a fairy elf. Okay, so then it would be 1, 2. Stair shape. Wow, this is difficult. My brain, I struggle so much with like reversing shapes. No, I did one too many over here. I was already like, something's off. Okay. I'm not expecting that, but I'm happy for you. See, I have a weird music taste. So when you ask me what concert, there is a lot of options because I also recently went to Unknown Mortal Orchestra. I also recently bought tickets for Tamino. I also recently bought tickets for Outlander in concert. I'm also going to go to Rock Werchter in the summer. One of my favorite bands of all time is Depeche Mode, but I also really like Muse. I also went to a concert of film music composed by Alexandre Desplat. Like, my music taste is weird as fuck. So, honestly, it could have been anything. It really could have been anything. Hold on. So we go, yeah, this is correct. Okay, then we go like this. And then from here, it goes to out. There we go. It's so much vibes. That is true. They say your music taste says something about your personality. Okay, so my music taste is just exposing that I have ADHD. Valid. I mean, what can I say? That just makes a lot of sense. Suddenly made sense. I recently contacted my GP about it, so let's see how that goes. I'm willing to fight her for on it now about therapy, and this community helped immensely. I am so happy to hear that, Mimbim. And even if it turns out to not be EDS, the fact that you are giving yourself that space to fight for yourself, to be like, no, actually, you know, my body is doing things that are not normal, and I know my body, and it hurts. The fact that you are doing that for yourself is so incredibly important. So congrats. Okay, it looks a bit wonky right now, but I think it's going to look way better when we add the structural, like the wooden shapes to it. I think I might actually do trapdoors at the bottom and then fences at the top, so it kind of looks steadied in both places. I think that might look better. But we're going to do the other two as well. Exactly. Yeah, because the normal amount of pain is 0, and a lot of people tend to forget that. But the doctors just keep referring you around. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is very, very frustrating. Stuff like that always makes me very pissed. So I'm like, it's just not fair. Like, if someone comes to you for help, help them. Yeah, precies. But yeah, if anything, if it can help, I don't know if it can help, but the doctor who diagnosed it for me was a rheumatologist. I specifically had to ask for that. My doctor initially said, no, but they don't do this, blah, blah, blah. Turns out they do this. And I was well within my right for asking for that doctor. So if you like, obviously you need to have the spoons for it to do that right now, but if you have the spoons for it, asking for a rheumatologist, yes, the OG one. That's why I'm very excited. Okay, I like this. This is starting to look good. One more, and then we're already there. I might have to destroy one of the path blocks though. I get doctors who just say, I don't know, and no referrals. See, I think that is... Why become a doctor if you're just gonna say, I don't know? Like, isn't the whole point of being a doctor is that you're curious to figure out what's happening with people? The tickets they literally flew away. I went in line the moment they went live. I sat in line for 3.5 hours. I had one of the last few tickets. I don't know how people got the ones before me. Like, I physically don't know how that was possible. Also, Anna, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Marion, welcome in. Also, I just realized I missed so many people coming in earlier, but I hope all of you are doing amazing. It is so good to see you guys. But yeah, they were sleeping in the line. Well, I don't know, because they opened up at 10 a.m. in the morning. And you, like, the thing is, you had to be there. Because if you weren't present, your tickets would run out. So I don't think they were sleeping in the line. I I don't know how they did it. Is that correct? That's not correct. Got our tickets on resale. Oof, that must have been expensive. 'Cause I can imagine people probably asked a really damn big price for that. Okay, hold on. It goes like that. No, I did it wrong. No, I did it right. That one wrong. That one goes here. And then that one goes there. And then that one goes there. Can I reach that? Yes, perfect. Hold on. Okay. That doesn't feel correct. It was fine, actually? Really? Oh, okay, that's good. Because usually tickets that get resold are insanely expensive. Yeah, and then the server crashed. I've heard a lot of people. Oh my god, thank you for sharing that, Hollow. I definitely was going to talk about that as well later this month to have like a specific moment for it, but it's really good that you mention it. Yes, thank you. If you're hanging out here and you have heard... Actually, you know what? Let me just open that and talk you guys through it. Now that we're bringing it up already, I might as well just do it. So this is the website of the Ehlers-Danlos Society. Apart from having just a really good explanation of all the different types of EDS that you can find here, it also gives you a really good guideline on what you can do to get a diagnosis. Also, I don't know how I didn't see this. We talked about it yesterday from the quiz, and we talked about the genetic testing. Hollow actually sent me a screenshot after. I think I've been looking at pages for the hypermobility EDS when I was making the quiz, because there, like everywhere, it said really specifically, like, there's no genetic testing, there's no genetic testing. But apparently for the other types of EDS, you can do genetic testing. So I learned something as well. But there is like a whole list, and you can click on every single one, and then it'll tell you what the criteria are. Stuff like this can really help you in preparing for a doctor's visit. So if you are suspecting like one of these versions of EDS, I mean, we talked about this, the most common one is the HEDS, but just like read through all of these, because sometimes going to a doctor and knowing what you think to be right, obviously you're not a doctor, so it's still good to go visit a doctor, but going there and saying, hey, I have read this thing from like an official source. These are all the things that I recognize. Just like give them the pointers. Tell them on this day, for example, I had this specific symptoms. This is what happened. On this day, I had this and this specific symptom. The reason I suspected to be EDS or a possibility for EDS is because of this and this and this reason. All of these diagnostic criteria, I really recognize them for this and this and this reason. Like, bring your evidence, prepare yourself so that you don't just walk into the office and go, hey, I think I might have EDS. And then a doctor saying, oh, I don't know, or I don't know how to refer you, or the referral is really difficult, or, you know, kind of let them brush you off. Really bring your story to the table and say, hey, this is why I suspect this, and I want a referral to this specific doctor. Like, research in your area which hospital has a rheumatologist, or which hospital has like specialized physio care, or, you know, like research in your area which doctor would diagnose this, and go to the doctor and say, hey, this is the person I want to get a referral to. Because not only does that make it way easier for your GP to also be like, okay, whatever, I'll just write the referral, which is sad that that's needed, but it is a great way to advocate for yourself, to just be like, I'm not taking no for an answer. Here is my story, and my story is true. So you got to listen to it. But also it helps them kind of put in perspective that it isn't something that you just heard somewhere, like you were scrolling on TikTok and you were like, oh, that sounds like something I could have. But it helps them a lot in also writing the referral for you, so that they can already give a whole bunch of background information to the potential doctor that you're going to see about why you think this, what your story is, what's the reason they're giving that referral, which can actually help you get helped earlier in hospital as well. Like if they have a very clear picture of a patient and they have a spot available, like let's say a patient cancels and they have a spot available next week. Sometimes on the wait list, they'll just literally be like, oh, you have like a very clear case. We can help you straight away. So don't forget that this information, like preparing yourself, understanding your own body, can be such a fundamental change in how you are helped in the healthcare system, which again, shouldn't be necessary, but it's the reality we live in. So yeah, just like take a look at this page. If anything we talk about this month feels recognizable, if it feels like stuff that you resonate with, feels like stuff that you maybe even you've heard not just for yourself, but like for someone else. This resource is just on their website. If you hover over this, you can just click on diagnosis and then they have like a whole bunch of pages. And this provides you with so many resources. Something that I have actually used from their website, now that we're talking about it anyways, is hold on. Find local support group or charity. You can actually, this way you can find local support groups or charity to where you live. Obviously, I'm not going to fill this in right now because that would be doxing myself, but like you can try to find groups for yourself. But there's also one. Obviously I cannot find it right now. Where they have a list of like local physiotherapists that are specialized in EDS. Okay, I can't find it right now. I'm going to look this up because they have like a map and you can actually fill in your postal code and just see which people are specialized in treating EDS in your like local area. That list isn't fully up to date. Unfortunately, I have seen that in the Netherlands. It is like, I would say it's a 50-50 chance, but it still gives you a way better direction than not knowing where to start at all. I think I might have actually shared this list. Hold on. Campaign resources. Oh, this is also another really good link. Let me open this quickly. They have a lot of printable resources as well. So if you have EDS, for example, you can get like a wallet card or like a trifold that you can just carry with you so that, let's say that you're traveling and you want to make sure that when something happens, people will have the right medical information. They have like all of this ready and you can just print it out. You can just grab it from their website. You can just print it out. And every single time there's new research and stuff, they make sure that resources like this all get updated. They make sure that whenever there are like new important things discovered, or just in general, they make sure that this gets updated, this gets available in as many places as possible, that it adheres to, for example, in the UK, there's like certain things that you need to have to qualify for disability help and stuff like that. They make sure that these resources adhere to those standards and stuff so that you can use it. This is what your money is doing. Like if you've been wondering like, okay, if I donate to this society, where does my money go? What happens to it? They use it to create stuff like this. They have people working on this, doing the research, you know, making sure that all of these things are set up correctly, that they're easily downloadable for everyone. That all of those resources of like, you know, where can you get help, maps and stuff like that get updated. Obviously that's not all they do, but that's, I feel like, a very important part specifically for people that are either trying to get diagnosed or already have a diagnosis and are trying to look for resources of like, okay, what can I do? You know, I got a diagnosis. What do I do with my life now? They have so much information available, which I feel like it's like a gold mine, quite literally, for people with EDS or people trying to pursue the diagnosis. So yeah. Let me see, because the other one, oh yeah, here it is. So look, here you can just see healthcare professionals directory and you can just enter an address. And then, like I said, this map is not 100% up to date. So always make sure to also look next to this website, just like look in your area and do some research, ask your GP about it, ask your hospital about it. But again, this gives you a really good start. You can just zoom in, and as you can see, the more you zoom in, like the more places it will suggest. And for example, when you click on this, it will just tell you like, okay, so in this space, there is Chloe Hall, and Chloe Hall is a dietitian and nutritionist, and she is available for EDS echoes. And if you click on here, you can see that this is a physician who works in ophthalmology. And it's like, if you're in this area, if you're looking for a specialist in Norway, it can help you to just get that as a name, get that as a starting point, stuff like that. So this was a resource which kind of surprised me. Like I didn't know this would be here. And then when I was looking on their website, I was like, damn, that is so helpful. Again, this is not updated for the entire world. As you can see, there's a big part missing as well. So I hope that they'll just continue to add to this database and to work on it more. Because I think a resource like this is incredibly useful, because it can be really hard to find the right person to help you with stuff. So yeah, those are some resources. Thanks, Hollow, for sharing them earlier in chat. That actually was a really nice bridge for me to quickly talk about them. But this is one of the things that when I found the Ehlers-Danlos Society, I immediately knew that I really wanted to fundraise for them at one point, because it's been really cool to see just a group of people work so hard to help people who have EDS, all the different types, to provide so much information that can help you, your doctors, people around you. I can also imagine, at least I have experienced this. It can be hard to explain to people. I mean, I've experienced this with you guys on Twitch chat, but then I'm like, okay, it's a Twitch chat. Like, obviously, it's not a direct form of communication. It can be harder in general. But I've had this with people IRL, like people close to me. For a very good example, little personal story time, and then we get back into Minecraft. I was talking when I went to the concert 2 weeks ago with my aunt and my dad. And we had just had dinner, and my aunt goes like, oh, like, how are you doing, this and this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go to Birmingham very soon. And she was like, we were just talking about like what my life is like and what I do for a living now, and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, and I'm very excited because in April, I'm going to do a fundraiser for the EDS Society. And she was like, oh, okay. And she kind of like, you didn't really even say that much about it. And then, I think like half an hour later, the topic kind of naturally resurfaced, because I think my dad asked something about it. And then my aunt kind of went like, oh, so just to clarify, like, so you have EDS then. And it was kind of like that realization moment for me that I've gotten the diagnosis like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. From that moment onwards, I was like, yeah, I have EDS. Like, it immediately was obvious because I'd been struggling with all of these symptoms and like all of these things for years. So the moment it got a label, I was like, oh yeah, that makes total sense, right? It just kind of clicked in place and it connected. And then I started telling people like, oh, I finally got a diagnosis for what I have. It's called EDS. And some people asked a lot of questions. Some people researched it. Other people just kind of went like, oh, okay. And just kind of took it at face value. So the realization that a lot of people might know I have EDS, but actually have no idea what that means, or what I'm living with, or like what my daily reality is, was kind of wild. Micah, what the heck? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. How was your stream? How was The Sims today? I hope you had a lovely time. Thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate that a ton. I hope you had the best time in The Sims. It is very lovely to have you. I hope you had a great time. Day 2 fundraiser hype. Let's go. For anyone from my side, if you're not following Micah yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Micah is absolutely wonderful. There's a lot of co-working streams, a lot of gaming streams as well. Mostly Sims, but also the occasional other cozy game. It is absolutely never chaotic over at Micah's. Never ever happens. And Micah's just wonderful. Also a lovely mod over here. Also edits the Pack Legacy Challenge. If you enjoy the Pack Legacy edits on YouTube, Micah does those. Absolute queen behavior. I sometimes literally cry out laughing because the edits that she makes. But thank you so much for deciding to bring your community over. Actually, as a little introduction, I have a raid video. Do you guys want to see it? It's a 1.5 minute introduction to me and my streams and my community. And then while I show that to you guys, I can take a quick sip of water. And then you guys can get to know me a little better. And then I'm going to show you what we've been building in Minecraft. I was just yapping about our charity fundraiser. I was just showcasing all of the resources that the EDS Society makes. And I was just telling a little bit of a teeny tiny personal story about how even if you live with EDS, that doesn't mean people around you necessarily understand what it's like to live with EDS, and how the resources from the EDS Society can really help you in also explaining to other people what it's like to live with EDS. But you basically rated in at the end of that story. So I was just about to go into Minecraft again. So that was perfect timing. If in the meantime you need to go raid and rest, please make sure to do so as well. But I'll catch you guys on the other end of the raid video, okay? Hi, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro, and online I go by rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox, so I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I am a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my streams we do a mix of gaming. 8, 9. We did it! She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Maybe Friday we're gonna murder all the chickens.
Oh, stop! You can pet the sheep. If this stream ends in us having another baby, I'm calling this challenge cursed. Oh my god, that's a child. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
We do co-working and sometimes co-reading. I am going to start our first work session. I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you for the horses. You just made me say that in public.
And a sprinkle of IRL.
The grass one is not my favorite. For anyone asking, we're doing a beer tasting, and I'm currently drinking one that tastes like beer.
I am from the Netherlands, where I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Look at how annoyed she looks. She's like, human, I was sleeping. I love to use my platform to raise money and awareness for various charities. And somehow my community is the best at coming up with incentives and goals. Bonjour, oui oui, je m'appelle Charlie.
This is gonna be fine. This is fine.
So welcome to Runyon making onion soup.
Oh, and thanks to Twitch, I'm also known as the bell pepper girl.
You've never eaten a raw bell pepper? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you eat a bell pepper.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, and you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch and hydrate, because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. The beer clip is so good. I do feel like the beer clip is kind of iconic. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't know what happened there with my brain. I just yapped and then I yapped the wrong direction, I guess. But yeah, let me show you guys what we, hold on. Hello. There we go. What we've been building in Minecraft. We are working on a windmill. I'm trying to build a cool looking windmill that oversees my farm fields. I'm also now just realizing, no, I think it is better that it faces this way and not that way. For a second, I was like, should I have built this another direction? But I actually think I like it this way. Malia, welcome in. Hello, hello. It is so good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the 2nd month resub. That's wild. That is wild. Thank you so much. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. How are you doing? Also, yes, self-care do be very sexy. You can rotate. Wait, you can? What do you mean? What do you mean you can rotate windmills to... What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm literally that confused. Recovering from a cold. Ew. We don't like being sick. So many people have been sick lately. It's really going around. I hope you feel fully recovered very soon. Thank you so much for lurking. And good job on you for resting. I'm proud of you. And rotating is hard work. I can imagine. I can imagine. Okay, so we were going to use spruce fences and spruce trapdoors. Let's see. Let's actually start with this one. It is thundering. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest. Because I don't want anything to burn down. So I'll sleep. I don't trust the thunder in Minecraft. I don't mind the rain, but I don't like the thunder. That is crazy. I did not know this. Okay, I like that. I think that gives it some solid definition. Let's get up on this thing to go and add... Hello? That was weird. I kept like clicking and it just kept not doing anything. This forever roll is so cutesy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Hold on. Do I need to connect those fences? I think so. Kind of depends on which tutorial you're looking at, but I do think that might look better. Yeah, that does look better, actually. Okay, let's repeat that process. Rinse and repeat. Let's go up to the next one. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. No. Do you think we'll be able to reach that? Why do I feel like I placed more trapdoors over here? Oh, that's because obviously the pattern is different if I on the vertical versus the horizontal. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at me actually figuring that out pretty fast. Wasn't that hard, but I'm still proud of myself. I mean, that's just what a windmill looks like. If you see a swastika in that, then I think that's on you. It's just a windmill. Let's not make it anything else that it's not. I like that, I think. I like the detail with the fences on the top and the trapdoors at the bottom. I think that looks good. Ooh, let's not fall off of my scaffolding. That is not a great idea. I do have a tendency to do that, to like look upwards while I'm building on scaffolding and then just walk off of my scaffolding. I guess the orientation is just the same. Yeah. Well, again, let's not make it into anything that it's not, okay? It is just a windmill. What way would it rotate? Well, I guess it would go that way, right? I'm using an inspo pick, yeah. The correct way. See? It's just windmill science. I have multiple example pictures. I have 3 different ones, actually. Not all of them look the same, but most of them look like this. There's a correct way. Apparently, I also didn't know this. Apparently, there is. Did I do that one correctly? I think so. It's going to be the same for every single one, and that's what makes it confusing. Let's see. I need to get up there now. Let's see. Hold on. We first need to do the trapdoors on the bottom. Oh, I knew that was going to rotate the wrong way. I am creating a trapdoor spaghetti monster here. It is a nightmare. Or not trapdoor, sorry. Shouldn't it go on the bottom then? What should go on the bottom? Also, hi, Abu. Welcome in. Can I go like... I can't... I hate that you cannot jump on a fence. Can't you fly and place blocks? No, that's only in creative. You can't do that in survival Minecraft. That's why building in survival Minecraft is so much harder. Just like you have to gather all your blocks in survival Minecraft instead of just taking them out of a catalog. The fences? Why? Why would they go at the bottom? See, that's what you get for creating scaffolding spaghetti. What kind of house are you making today? A windmill. Did you just call a windmill House of Horrors? Thomas was not pleased. I wonder if this one needs to go on the outside here, because it technically does go on top of there. It goes on top of here and it goes on top of there. So then I think it actually should go on the outside there to make it look. What are we grinding in said windmill? Nothing. It's going to be storage. Oh, oops. It's going to be storage for all my grain. It goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, so it should go all the way down then. Okay. Oh my god, me and scaffolding are not friends today. I know, delightfully unproblematic. I'm very proud of myself here. Okay, so now that we have done that, we also needed or wanted to do a little like build on addition to the side of the windmill. Which I think would go right here. It's just gonna go 3 tall. I'm taking down those blocks so I can reuse them, basically. Where are my torches? Nope. There we go. That way I don't create a mob spawn. How far do I want to go out with this? Maybe like 2 more? I just don't like that it hits that block there, but I think it's fine. Nope. That's wrong. Without letting you know. Oh, ew. Why? Rude. We don't like that. Can I see the front again? I'm missing a fence over here. I'm just realizing that. I'm missing a fence. Can I reach that from here? No. If it rotates, the fence are in weird places. Okay. Well, I mean, it's Minecraft, so it's not going to rotate anyways. So I guess that helps. Just realized that I had a trapdoor here. Let's see. I'm definitely going to have to go get more tough blocks from my storage, I think. It's like ads already, but that's even the second outbreak already. It's not no, but that's because so it's never going to be in the same placement. Because if we add these on top, oh, I actually just realized I do miss fencing over here. I have to fix that as well. See, the more times you look at it, the weirder it gets. But even though the pattern is the same, it does like it's the same, but it changes. I don't know how to explain this properly. My brain's too tired. But I counted the blocks and the block count is correct. But it basically goes like 2 out, 1 down, 3 out, 1 down, 1 out, 3 down. No, you're all good. It's just more like, it is correct. I know that it looks different, but it is correct. Hold on, let me fix that up there. And for the fences on the top, it depends on what image you look at. Some have them on the top, some have them on the bottom. So I think partially it's an aesthetic choice. I think some also have them alternating. So some have them like over here, and then they have them over here, and then they have them over here, and then they have... Does that make sense? I actually understood what... Abu's the first person to make sense to me. To be fair, that's also partially because I just figured it out myself. I can see that. Yeah, hold on. Now that I see it, I have to fix it too. I just didn't see it because I was like, no, it's fine. But now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, I have to fix it. So if they go at the top here, yeah, so it goes like this, and then it should continue below here. And then the top goes like this, and then it continue below there. There we go. Okay, so that one needs to move to the bottom. The one on the left. Hi, Jess. Hello. Hello. I see it now. I see it now. Hold on. But then this needs the trapdoors at the top. Do I still... I have exactly one trapdoor. Okay, well, that's great. There we go. Okay, and then I need to grab the trapdoors and put them at the top. Is that correct? Like it goes like this? And then that one, we need to change that to the inside here. I don't like that, though, if that goes on the inside. So then I think I'm going to change that to that side. Because then they fully alternate. Which I actually like more. So I will change that one to the bottom. And then I think it's correct. Wow, this feels like brain math on a Friday evening. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to build a windmill on a Friday evening. Because my goodness. I mean, to be fair, building in Minecraft on a Friday evening. This is why I play Minecraft on Mondays, guys. Then my brain sort of functions. I mean, I wouldn't say fully functions, but sort of functions. Hold on, I need to go a little higher. I do remember the first time that I built a windmill in Minecraft. And It took me way, 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 way longer than it's taking me now because I didn't know about scaffolding. So, to be fair, I'm not really complaining. It's actually pretty good. That's true. After 12-hour stream and this morning, I did a workout and I woke up on time, actually. Did a workout and then I did work today. I recorded a video. Like, I've not been chilling today. I've just been working the whole day. It's still going pretty quick. That's the thing. I'm like actually kind of surprised with how much we already have in of the structure. The thing is, I do tend to forget that with Minecraft, a really big part of your build is actually not your main structure. It's your details that are taking way more time. But that's okay. Okay, and then I need to change the ones all the way at the top into trapdoors. Let me actually grab this because I'm going to need it. So yeah, I do notice that my brain is tired. That's why I'm really excited for this weekend and literally just doing fun things for the whole weekend. I'm not working one single bit this entire weekend. It's going to be very good. I do wonder what's going to happen with my voice, though, considering that it's still a little bit, like, rapsy. And the fact that I'm going to go scream at a concert tomorrow. I have a feeling like that's going to not make it better. So, yeah, if next week on Monday we'll do co-working in a whisper voice. Yeah, that looks better. I like it. Wait, they've been playing since one of the earliest versions and they didn't know about scaffolding. That must have been a fever dream to find out. That must have been a fever dream to find out. Imagine playing this game all these years and you just don't know about like something that's been in the game for quite a long time at this point. Okay, like I said, I'm definitely going to have to go get some more tuff because I think that was all that I brought. Yeah, so let's go get that. When did they add scaffolding? Because like what do you understand as relatively new? Because I started playing Minecraft in 2022, I think. And it was definitely already in the game by then. Yeah. So April 2019. That's like 7 years ago. I mean, I guess indeed, as you're saying, relatively new. I mean, the game is old. If you think about it. Sometimes I really think about this. Like, I remember when I was young, I used to babysit for my neighbors, and one of the kids that I was looking after was, I think when I started to babysit, he was like 9, and then I think I babysat for them for like a couple of years. So I think when they moved out, he was like 11 or 12. Like the realization that he used to play Minecraft and he would like try to get me to play. And I was like, no, this like really doesn't interest me. I'm sorry. Like, I really don't care. And then now looking back, it's like, I don't think he plays Minecraft anymore. It's like such a funny realization. That the thing that like he was really trying to get me into just never really appealed to me. Also, I think I have to take these down because we're going to do a connecting roof. Speaking of, we're going to have to figure out what we want to do for the roof. What do we want to do for the roof? I mean, at the top, I'm just going to do like a pointy roof, I think. You know what I kind of might do? Because over here, I eventually want to build like a magical kind of library. Which I'm definitely going to be using amethyst. Is it weird to give my windmill a purple roof? Is that going to be too magical? And then I would probably just do like a deep slate roof on this side. Or we could just do deep slate, honestly. Because I feel like we already have the barns and this. And like there's already quite some visual interest. If I'm going to add a library with a purple roof up here, maybe I shouldn't add a purple roof here. That's just going to distract a little bit too much, I think. Yeah, let's actually not. Let's go get deep slate. I think that might just like this windmill is supposed to it's supposed to stand out, but at the same time it's also supposed to just kind of be there. Actually, if they hadn't changed the versions, it would be 1.22. Yeah, but still, that's quite a lot of versions since 1.14. I think that's still quite a lot of versions. I mean, it doesn't sound as drastic. That is true. That is very true. It does sound way more intense. Why did they change the version numbers? Was it just like out of convenience? Because I feel like the 1 point something actually makes a lot of sense. Because the version numbers don't make sense when they do game drops. But the 26.1, isn't that just another version number? Or not? Am I just saying weird things now? Let's see. What blocks do we have? I feel like, honestly, the deep slate tiles might be really, really nice for this roof. So then let's actually get a bunch of stairs. And also a bunch of tile walls. I don't exactly know if I'm going to use those just yet, but let's quickly sleep before we... Ah! Wait, okay. Call me stupid. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I did not know the 26 was the year. Thank you, Abu, for actually listening. Appreciate it. Shows you're such a dedicated mod. I love how Abu's like, okay, sure, and Micah's like, don't call her stupid. Thank you, Micah, for having my back. That's the two types of mod you can have right there. You can have a mod that calls you stupid the moment you say something, and then you can have a mod that's like, don't call her stupid. I'm confused. You and me both. But to be fair, confused is just a state of mind at this point. No, I don't want that to be a corner stair. I'm gonna have to get better at parkouring in Minecraft. This is getting embarrassing. See, I can do it. Ro does our parkour map. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I will be stupid enough to try. Who knows? I mean, you said we should call you stupid. That is true. I kind of owe this one to myself. That is true. That is true, Thomas. What parkour map would you have me do then? There's a parkour map creator. Am I surprised? Am I surprised? There's parkour maps in MCC as well, right? I've seen them do it at TwitchCons. I think there's actually some... Like, if you think about it. Even some, like, special parkour. When you play, like, Rocket Spleef or something. That's like a parkour, but you have to do it with an elytra and... Thingsies. Rockets. That's why it's called Rocket Spleef. I will definitely keep that in mind, Thomas. I will definitely keep that in mind. Would be the coolest. What makes it cool? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Or like what? No, like parkour as in like jumping, stuff like that. But then in Minecraft. Okay, so that connects. I think it might look better if I do this on the inside as well. You can't fall down all that way. Why do I have very little trust in that statement? Hookah maps? Wait, that's so funny. Of course that's a duchy. Like, I'm not even that surprised, actually. I don't have TikTok, so I haven't seen those videos. That's only 4 major updates since. Fair enough. But I mean, as you said, they're no longer doing like really big updates. So I think it's gonna forever feel like that now. Oh, wait. I know which ones you mean. Do you mean like the brain rot Minecraft parkours? That like people will literally add onto a video because otherwise people will not listen to the story. Those parkours. All of a sudden, I had like a little light bulb moment. I was like, hold on, I do think I know this. I do think I know this. I just never clocked it as a Minecraft parkour because it was genuinely one of those things that just, I don't know, brain rotted me. Okay, I do think I have to take that away and have the roof extend all the way there because that looks kind of silly. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I do know these, and indeed, if you're doom scrolling, you kind of just get served these TikToks. They also have those. Yeah, the Subway server. Okay, so then I exactly know which ones you mean. Then I exactly know which ones you mean. Okay, so we have our little side building, which I actually like. It's very simple, but I think that's good. We're gonna decorate again. Like this is the bare bones phase of Minecraft is always just a tad rough, and then it gets better. So what I definitely need is I need more of these, and I think I also need more of these. The hype was much more visible in the past. I can imagine if you can compare it, you might feel that way, but I personally don't feel that way, but that's only because I started playing Minecraft recently. So I cannot compare it to what it once was, if that makes any sense. What I mostly see is, and that does... Worry is not the right word, but, I noticed the Minecraft community heading in a similar direction as the Sims community, and listen, I'm not here for it. Also, I just realized these should be upside down stairs, not full blocks. But the way that the team can, you know, not do anything right. People just only have criticism. Every single time something drops, it's, you know, it's not the thing they wanted, therefore it is stupid and dumb. I've been there. I've seen that, and I don't like it. I do not like what that does to a community. Because that can get toxic really fast. So yeah. I'm just hoping that the Minecraft community manages to stay clear of that in a way. Okay, we're gonna have to go like that. I'll go pick up that block later. I'm afraid the Minecraft community isn't heading there. You just discovered that part now. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it might have always been there, but it's very vocal right now. Hold on. I feel like we're gonna do that one too tall. I think that might look a little bit better. As in, when I started playing Minecraft, I don't feel like every single Mojang post was flooded with people bitching. And maybe that's just because I wasn't looking that much. I don't know. Maybe that actually hasn't changed and I'm just imagining things, but I feel like it probably always existed, but I feel like it's just really public right now. It's like hard to escape it. Because I kind of want to escape it because I really like this game and I am happy that they're still adding things and keeping things updated and I like the hype around it. So for me personally, I just don't resonate with that sentiment at all. I don't know. I do feel like maybe that's why I recognize it because it is happening in the Sims community so much as well. I don't know if that's actually the reason it's exploding as well, but you never know. I think I'll just add some stairs over there, but then I think I've genuinely created a roof that I actually like. Who even am I? I'll definitely need more stairs though. So I only have these 3 left on me. Ooh, thank you for the uptime reminder. I appreciate it. Yo, but I actually like this. I actually like what I did. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a new experience. Creating a roof from scratch, from the top of my head, and actually making something that I like. And that makes sense. I might be getting better at roofing. Because each drop doesn't bring that much hence the blended fuel. Like last updates were an ocean overhaul, a village redo, nether update on the cave generation. I'll just like have some. Yeah, I personally like that. I personally really like that because, and that this just means different players, right? But I'm a person who gets overwhelmed in games. Like I finally understand Minecraft and then they do a huge new drop and I'm like, everything changed and I don't know how to play this game anymore. So I like for me, slowly over time, adding like small new things. Oh, we got a new free MacBook one. Let's go. Thanks for flagging it, Thomas. I appreciate it. Great. Awesome. Don't we love that? I'll ban him. And then I think it deletes all the messages automatically. It doesn't. I literally just said delete all messages in past hour. Oh, it does. It just took a while. Already got a free MacBook. I guess in Sims terms, you could compare it to them stopping EPs. Well, that's literally what they did. They stopped doing expansion packs and just fully focused on kits. Which, I don't know. I don't mind that much either. But, like, that's just because I think we have enough Sims content. So, I don't know. I just think we're different players, Rose, and that's completely fine. Like, it is okay. We don't have to agree on this one. It is completely fine if you prefer bigger drops and I prefer smaller drops. I think that's exactly why Mojang is never going to get it right, because there's always going to be a part of the community that prefers the other thing. And that's also okay. Oh, I don't have any deep slate anymore. Shit, I'm gonna have to walk back for a couple of deep slate stairs. That is sad. But yeah, I guess that's also what makes us different players. And I think that's a cool part, right? Like that's a cool thing with gamers, and especially a game like Minecraft where you can actually be very different players. Even if you have overlapping interests in the game. Like I know people that only do speedruns, which is something I've never done. Like I haven't even done a full run, let alone a speed run. So the fact that you can have like both types of people enjoy the same game is actually really cool. Because definitely not every game has that. There's games that are very focused on a specific type of player and just other players wouldn't be able to enjoy it. The base of The Sims was so broken from the start that the more they added gameplay-wise, the more... Yeah, I think The Sims has had issues. I don't think it was broken from the start. I do think that having a game run for 12 years means that you're going to have to keep it up like a game that's going to run for 12 years, which is something they just haven't done. I think it was lacking in the start. I'm not saying it was a perfectly full game in the beginning. But it wasn't broken. It was just... how do you say it? Yeah, lacking, I guess is the right word. Exactly, Abu. I totally see what you did there. If you took a longer break. Yeah, I mean, again, I can see that working for you, but for me, that it just doesn't work like that. Like, I get excited for small updates. I get excited to come back because I want to play the game, not because I need the update to make me excited again. If I get a Minecraft burnout, which I've definitely had, then I just don't play for a while. And then eventually I get back to it because the things that were already there were exciting enough to play. Which is, like, I don't mean that as criticism. That's just how my brain works. That's how I like to play this game and how I enjoy the updates cadence. So I like what they're doing right now, but I can understand the perspective of wanting to have like more regular or like bigger updates because that brings you back the excitement. It is exactly the same as you made that comparison. I was literally having a conversation the other day with a friend over dinner where they were like, hey, I feel like if The Sims is not going to do expansion packs anymore, it's going to break the game. Like people are going to no longer play because you need expansion packs for the hype. And I personally never really saw it that way because I've never been a update to update player. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid, Bryn. I appreciate it. How was your stream? I hope you had the best time. Thank you for coming over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you were doing some co-working. How was co-working today? I hope you got a lot done. Sleepy Moss Queen, welcome in. It is very nice to have you. And Kenji Cat, welcome in. It is very nice to have you as well. And Bryn, of course, welcome in. It's very good to see you. I hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much for coming over. For anyone who's just joining, I actually will have a quick raid video to introduce you guys. But anyone from my side, please go drop your bum on that follow button that is floating above chat right now. It was actually productive for once. Applause. Give yourself that applause. I hope that you get to rest and relax a little bit for now. Thank you so much for dropping your community here. I promise to take good care of them. Also, Ghost Balustrade, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. That is so funny. That's such a Dutch word. I almost read it as a Dutch word. I don't know if it's intentionally a Dutch word or if that word exists in English as well, but I read it and I almost said balustrade. And then I realized that sounds weird. That's not how you're supposed to say that, probably. But let me quickly show you guys my raid video. It's a 1.5 minute introduction. It exists in English. Okay, see, that's what I anticipated. And that's why I tried to change the way that I said it, because saying it the Dutch way would have definitely been very silly. But let me actually show you guys my raid video. Like I said, it's a 1.5 minute introduction to me and my streams and my community. And after that, I'll show you guys what we've been building in Minecraft, because I've been building something pretty cool today, I feel. So I would love to share that with you, but I'll see you guys on the other end of the video, okay? Hi, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro, and online I go by rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox, so I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I am a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my streams we do a mix of gaming. 8, 9. We did it!
She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy.
Maybe Friday we're gonna murder all the chickens.
Oh, stop! You can pet the sheep. If this stream ends in us having another baby, I'm calling this challenge cursed. Oh my god, that's a child. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
We do co-working and sometimes co-reading. I am going to start our first work session. I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you for the horses. You just made me say that in public.
And a sprinkle of IRL.
The grass one is not my favorite. For anyone asking, we're doing a beer tasting, and I'm currently drinking one that tastes like beer.
I am from the Netherlands, where I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Look at how annoyed she looks. She's like, human, I was sleeping. I love to use my platform to raise money and awareness for various charities. And somehow my community is the best at coming up with incentives and goals. Bonjour, oui, oui, je m'appelle Charlie.
This is gonna be fine. This is fine.
So welcome to Runyon making onion soup.
Oh, and thanks to Twitch, I'm also known as the bell pepper girl.
You've never eaten a raw bell pepper? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you eat a bell pepper.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, and you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch and hydrate, because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Your dad was born in the Netherlands, but you're very much not Dutch. I mean, you have some heritage there. A little bit. Can we have a chance of 10% increased crunch volume? No. Genuinely, because I don't have the file for the raid video anymore. Is that dumb? Probably. But, as in, like, I think I might have the clips somewhere, but I didn't store them properly. I fucked up big time. So I cannot go back and edit it. This is the version we have. This is the version we have, and that's what we're going to live with. But anyways, I promised you guys that I would show you what I have built in Minecraft today. I tried to go into a free cam by jumping. That was silly. It doesn't look great with the rain. I promise you it looks prettier, but I've built a windmill. It is very much not done. At the base here, we definitely need to do a transition. We're going to have to add some windows and decoration and like plants and stuff. But the base of the windmill was built today. I haven't done anything else on stream. I've literally just built this windmill. And the reason I wanted to build this is because right now, I have my teeny tiny little storage right here with just a couple of barrels. But as you can see, my farm fields are quite ambitious. So those barrels are not going to cut it. Also, Panty Goblin, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Over here, I also have some more farms. They don't really seem like farms, but I promise you, there is farms going on. Oh, that's my water cave. Fun. I didn't know that they were so close. There's farms going on, all right. We have a wool farm. This chicken farm turns into automated lava chicken back here. Very normal, not problematic at all. Wait, which song is playing? I have my volume so soft that I don't hear it. Of course that doesn't work right now. Oh, this is a good song. I like this song. You're so right. You know what my favorite Minecraft song is? Aria Math. I have an entire playlist with just Aria Math remixes. And I can listen to that all day. It's the same melody, just remixed all day. I live by that shit. It's such a good melody. It like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's like daunting and haunting and like beautiful and melancholic all at the same time. Like I need to listen to that melody just every once in a while. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. Hey, dude, don't trample my fields. You sell anything useful? The answer is probably no. The answer is indeed no. That's amazing that you actually chose your base location to listen to this. See, that's when you know you love a song. But yeah, it says farm silo, but it is actually not a farm silo. It is very obviously a windmill. And I'm going to make like a little storage in here. So I'm going to do like some chests and some crates and stuff, and we're going to add barrels and things so that I can properly store everything. Because it's needed. It is very much needed to have some proper storage here at my farms. So yeah, that's what I've been working on today's stream. However, it is also getting towards the end of my stream time because I usually go for 3 hours. On Friday, I sometimes go a little bit longer, but I did a 12-hour stream yesterday, and I have a pretty busy weekend coming up, so I might actually wrap up for today. I need to see if I still need to send out some emails for the charity and stuff, and then I can just read a little bit, I think, before I go to bed. I think that might be nice. So yeah, I'll be back next week though. So if you want to see more Minecraft, actually I say if you want to see more Minecraft, let me check though if I'm playing Minecraft next week. Because like I said earlier in the beginning, we haven't done our giveaway. Oh my God, how could I forget we're going to do this right now? Fun fact, if you're hanging out here, I have a giveaway. How did I just forget about that? Again. Wild. Again. Yeah. Because yesterday at the end of stream, I also forgot about it. I still need to get into the rhythm. It's only day 2 of the fundraiser, okay? Like, I'm not fully there yet. I shall set timers. I should set timers. I'm the streamer. But thank you so much, Esther. I appreciate it. Okay. I actually have a key for Town to City. So the game that we've been playing to a ridiculous amount, if you want to get addicted, this is your time. I'm gonna tell you when we do a giveaway, but I will exactly, yeah. Exactly. That's how that goes. But yeah, you'll have a couple of minutes to enter. I'll just quickly close my Minecraft and stuff like that. I can't believe that I just forgot about the giveaway. If you win this game, you're going to disappear from the planet. Yes. Because also, if you then play through the first part of the campaign, the game launch is going to be somewhere in this quarter. Like the full first version of the game launch, which will include a huge update to the campaign. So, yeah. Kind of wild. Which also means that as soon as I will probably wrap up my playthrough of the current campaign on stream, they're going to drop the full... They're going to add like a whole new city and stuff. Which is great because then we just can continue playing it. I've been loving Town to City so much. I've also been doing like my own private playthrough of like another city. I just started a second playthrough of the campaign. And I felt so smart and so efficient. And then I got to the point of the campaign that I hadn't played through. And now I'm like, ah! So yeah. It's been really fun. I love that game so much. But yeah, if you want to enter for a chance to win Town to City, you can type hello. Welcome, welcome. You can type exclamation point. Exclamation point enter to enter that giveaway if you want to have a chance to win. You joined at the perfect time. Exactly. Exactly. Let's go. I see you guys entering. Let's go. In the meantime, I am gonna go find someone to raid. Let's see. While you guys enter for that giveaway, I'm just scrolling my list. And deciding where we're gonna go. Also, a little heads up, if you want to be eligible to win, you do have to be a follower of the channel. We can go to Cleo. I don't think I've ever raided Cleo before. No, we have raided Cleo before. We cannot do raid messages in Cleo's chat. Which, I mean, is like fine, but I know we're so used to it. But they have a really strict spam protection. That's how I remember, because we raided in once and then every single person got blocked or like timed out. which was just a tiny bit awkward. No, I actually think I know where I want to go. It is someone doing Minecraft though. Windows only. That's a good question. I'm actually not certain. I'll check for you. Town City is available on I think only Windows, yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I feel like this game should definitely be playable on a Mac. I feel like the vibes match well. I know. I do. We're gonna raid to someone whose vibes also match very well. They were actually with Cleo in an event earlier. They were participating in the tiny bingo update event thingy. We have actually rated them before. They are very wonderful. They do a lot of building. They're actually one of my inspirations for like starting a forever world because they have been playing for so long on their world. They are playing hardcore. They are it's year 6. They have 22,000 plus 22,000 in-game days. Yeah, like Minecraft bingo. They did Minecraft bingo earlier with all the hermits and this person. Or not all the hermits, but a big group of the hermits and then this person. And I was so like, I opened Gem Stream and I was so shocked to see them in there and I was so excited. Yeah, 22,000 days. So they've been playing for a really long time. But they are amazing at building. We've definitely rated them before because you've seen their builds, I'm sure of it. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Tanisha. And I'm gonna share with you what a world can look like if you spend a lot of time on it because I feel like they have the perfect example of that. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all lots. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I know that lots of you had fun plans. I hope you all enjoy your free time. If you have to work, good luck. You got this. If you have a long weekend because of Easter, enjoy that. I will just be here on Monday because, you know, self-employed and stuff. So that's just what happens. But I will be here working on Monday. That will be the 3rd day of our charity stream. I will also be here gaming on Monday. So yeah, feel free to come hang out. I would love to see you. Next week, basically from now on, the rest of the month has a very regular schedule. If you guys unlock the Pomodorathon, that's the only additional stream. And then the last day of the month, we have another 12-hour stream. But other than that, it's literally just a normal schedule for the whole month. So we're going to do lots of fun things, but the timings won't change. I'll just follow my regular schedule. And I think the month after will also be a very regular schedule. So I think that's nice because we were a little bit all over the place in March. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out today. I appreciate you guys lots. If you're hanging out here and you'd like to join the Discord, that's where I'll post my schedule in time zone friendly ways over the weekend. Probably towards the end of Sunday. Because I have a very busy Sunday, so it will probably be more towards the end of the day this time around. If you want to donate to charity in your weekend, you can. You can. If you want to check out any of my socials, you can do that as well. I have a Cozy Gaming YouTube where I have a bunch of fun videos if you want to check that out as well. The Pomodorathon, 5K. Yes, 5K. If you want to check any of my prior gaming VODs, you can do that on my VODs channel. And I think with that, we got everything covered. So yeah, let's go say hi to Tanisha. I'm going to set up that raid as soon as we're on the end screen, but don't forget to copy pasta one of the raid messages. Oh, sorry, the playlist link is not updated. I only update that for co-working streams. I can grab you the link of the playlist that we're listening to right now. It's called Minecraft Music for Sleep. There we go. No, you're all good. Don't worry. It's just I only update it for co-working streams because normally on gaming streams, we always give away. Jesus Christ. Rosanna, what is going on with my brain today? I just forget the giveaway again. I am running a giveaway. I tried to hint at it and I was like, what are you talking about? So I just ignored your comment. I need sleep. I clearly need sleep. Can we get some drum rolls in chat? This is the worst my ADHD has been. Like I forget to run the giveaway, and then while running the giveaway, I forget I'm running a giveaway. So, anyways, with that, the winner of a copy of Town to City is Marika. Congratulations. No, I literally I filter out those things. So when someone types enter, my brain's just like, okay, I know what that's for. I don't see it. But yeah, congratulations for winning. I'm gonna send you a message here on Twitch. I'll send you a whisper. So you need to let me know in the whisper if you've seen the code. And if everything works and stuff. But I'll send you a message here, and just right after stream, I'll just message you directly. But yeah, thank you so much for entering, everyone. Like I said, if you didn't win right now, I said that yesterday as well. Don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of game codes to go around. I actually got 5 game codes to another game today, which we'll actually be playing in 2 weeks on Monday. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So I have a lot. I have a lot of game codes to give away this month, and I'm actually very excited for it. So, but now it is actually time for me to sleep because my goodness, my brain is not functioning. Let me actually copy pasta that raid message myself as well. There we go. And then I'm going to set up that raid once we're on the end screen. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a marvelous weekend. Bye.
Was not a thing. Good times, good times.